All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakah Kodash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Salutations to all you Center Akim, preaching this word in all truth and sincerity. Also, Shalom, all right, to the believers, okay, the Aquathium, the sisters, and as well other Akim brothers that are not necessarily preaching the word but believe. This is Isaiah 45 and 18. Actually, that's the spirit. I didn't even read this one above it. And it ties totally in with the topic of this lesson. So this is Isaiah 45 and 17. But Israel shall be saved in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai with an everlasting salvation. Israel's you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It says we shall be saved in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai with an everlasting salvation. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are the Hebrew Israelites. Nobody can change that. Okay, the Lord will yet choose Israel. Okay, time and time again. All right, we are his chosen people. Okay, it says with an everlasting salvation. Although 2/3 of our people are going to get cut off and die here in America, Babylon, that everlasting salvation still applies to them because they are going to come back in the kingdom as our children. Now, when I say our, Adawan Ratazah, I, the brother with me, and all you brothers out there that have been pushing this word, before me, and those of you that came in the truth after me, those of you that truly believe in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, Adawan Ratazah, we are the elect. Okay, it says, ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end. You see that? You hear that? World without end. All right, you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay, we are eternal. We are created to be Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai's people for all eternity. Okay, forever. All right. World without end. Okay. See, this world, okay, this age, this system, the rulers of this present planet, all right, they have an end. Okay. And that's a spirit because this is according to Instagram and X, which was formerly known as Twitter. It says a brief, vague post stating the end is near from financier Nathaniel Rothschild on X in March 2026 caused widespread online speculation, generating hundreds of thousands of views. The post lacked context, leading to interpretations ranging from commentary on global financial tensions to symbolic remarks. All right, now there's the devil himself, okay, Nathaniel Rothschild. And the Rothschilds, okay, the Rothschilds, they own the financial market, okay? They own all these what would you call it? The word's slipping my mind. But shoot. It's not just the banks, but the banks that have to conduct and trade through the petrodollar. And I'm trying to find the word. Pretty much a Rothschild's bank. All right. That's the reason why they're in Iran, because Iran does not operate fully under that banking system. Okay? And so what these elites of Esau, Edom, the Rothschilds, and the royalty of them, okay, they know that the end of their rulership is nigh. And a key indicator of that is us out there on the highways and byways preaching this word. Okay? And then, like I stated, there's brothers before us. All right, the elders, apostles of Great Millstone. And they had elders before them. And then we got the truth. And we've been out there for, going on 12 years. I'm approaching my 12th year of preaching the word, being out on the highways and byways. And there's brothers that came after me. Okay, and we're going to continue to see more brothers on the highways and byways, and more brothers waking up just to the belief, just to the faith, and sisters as well. These devils know, okay, let me just get it. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them," talking about us that believe. Our conversation is in heaven, as the scriptures say, and that word for conversation pretty much means our conduct. All right, pretty much means our spirit is aligned with the Heavenly Father and His Son. Okay. It's pretty much saying, all right, the elect. Okay, that's what it's saying, the elect. All right, it's time for us to rejoice, seeing that the end of Esau, Edom is at hand. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. You see, these devils know that they're at their end. They have but a short time. That's why they're moving quickly. Okay? That's why since the beginning of this year, it's just been a all-out chaos, man. And nothing has really touched, America, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is saving the best judgment for the last. Okay, there's a reason why the scriptures call this place the O virgin daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. Okay? Because America has not seen any major conflict, okay, since the Revolutionary War. All right? World War I, World War II, this place was untouched. Pearl Harbor, 9/11, those were inside jobs. Okay? But World War III, the third woe, this place is gonna get hit with nuclear missiles. All right? Verse 18. Isaiah 45 and 18. For thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that created the heavens, the power himself that formed the earth and made it, he hath established it. He created it not in vain. See, the Lord didn't create this place just for us to live here in X amount of thousands of years. Let this fucking devil, the harbinger of wickedness and death, rule over it, get it, and just destroy it. They have that acronym MAD, MAD, if you will, that stands for mutually assured destruction. Okay? These fucking devils will put the fear into people saying, well, if one country uses nukes, everybody's going to use nukes. So let's not use nukes. No, see, what they don't understand is the Lord actually created those nukes. All right, gave them the intelligence to make nuclear weapons so that Esau can go to war with the other nations and they could gain that intelligence to use on him and ultimately destroy America with nuclear fire. Okay? See, the only place that's going to be completely destroyed is America and the land of Israel. As we read, he established it, he created it not in vain. It says he formed it to be inhabited. The Lord created the planet and the planets all throughout the universe. Okay, but we're focused on this planet, Eden, Idan in the Hebrew. He created it to be inhabited, meaning not to destroy it, meaning not to destroy all peoples. Okay? See, the nations are going to be brought to a low number. All right? Especially these Edomites, these so-called white people, to be slaves. Slaves to the Israelites. The scriptures say, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right, so the nations led us into captivity, starting with Esau. And they were killing our people, starting with Esau. And when Esau was doing all these things, nobody came to help us. Okay? Nobody told Esau enough is enough. Okay, therefore, they're guilty by association. And when you read Psalms 83, it says they were confederate together against us. Okay? So the Lord formed this place to be inhabited. All right? So when they're talking about the end is near, they're not talking about the end of life or the end of the planet. They know it's the end of their rulership. All right? We have nothing to fear but Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And the fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is the beginning of wisdom and knowledge. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is our treasure. All right? That's our insurance. As long as you continue in fear. Okay? Because fear keeps you on the straight and narrow path. And that's the only way into the kingdom. So it says, I am Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and there is none else. All right, so these fucking devils, they're through. All right, they know it. To the right of this devil Nate is Jacob Rothschild. Okay, which I believe they call him Lord Jacob Rothschild. And the surname or the last name Rothschild means red child. Edom means red. Or you can break it down to a red shield. Okay, or shield of Edom. Okay, so with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, B'Shem Arakakwadash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect.